Evening, and that's the rain moving back into North Texas. Here's a live look at some of the downtown, some of the road conditions right now. We're already seeing a few traffic accidents in Tarrant County. Stacia Wilson will update us on the evening commute in a moment, but first, let's get to Chief Meteorologist Pete Delkus for a look at where things stand.
Well, Chris, for folks that are new here in Dallas, Fort Worth, and North Texas, a little bit of light rain is what we're seeing right now, and that's like 2 feet of ice on the road. So be careful if you're heading out in the next couple of hours because the roads get really slick and people get a little crazy. So be careful. Light rain. There's no severe weather. There's no winter weather in this forecast, but there's just some light rain throughout the evening. It's fairly widespread across the Metroplex, even more widespread just west of Fort Worth and Parker County. Also in Mineral Wells, we have some moderate rain. Same thing up in Perrin, that's southern Jack County, and then on into Wise County as well. Just some light stuff falling from Waxahachie right down I-35 down toward West and Hillsboro, west of there toward Meridian. So we do have some light rain, moderate at times falling across the area, a lot of cloud cover. There's the big batch of precip. That's the way the radar looks at 7 o'clock. There's 8, 9, 10. By 10 o'clock, it's in the process of exiting the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and it'll shift off to the east overnight. We'll dry out, but we keep the clouds around. That's sunrise tomorrow. A lot of cloud cover to start the day tomorrow, but the rain coverage diminishes as we head through the overnight. About 90% of us in 2 hours at 7 o'clock see rain, and then we drop to about 20% of us at 3 in the morning, and that's mainly east of Dallas, and then we're all dry by 7 tomorrow morning with a temperature of 41. Lots of cloud cover to start the day tomorrow, but outside right now, there's lots of rain, and Stacia, there's traffic problems, right?
You are absolutely right. Thank you, Pete. This is what we're seeing right now on the roadway. So we've been talking about all of the congestion we've been seeing in Tarrant County along I-35W. You can see the majority of that precipitation still primarily hitting that area. You obviously have wet weather now in a number of areas in Dallas County. I want to show you what we've been following as far as the areas you want to try to avoid if possible. So I mentioned 35W before in Tarrant County. It is backed up all the way from 183 to just before the TCU campus. You've had a couple big accidents there. The most recent one occurring just north of 183, I-35W. This is a look at I-35W. You can see just really backed up behind it. So that one happened probably about 45 minutes ago. And then in Denton County, they were talking about the rain there. You can see a lot of ponding on the roadways here. It's really coming down. That is moved in. Now, just south of this, I-35E in Dallas County, northbound at Crosby, an accident in the Carrollton area, but it is still relatively dry. I want to go ahead and go back to this accident that I mentioned in Tarrant County that seems to be pretty serious. I've been in contact with our Matt Houston about this, and but I understand that it looks like someone could have been injured, one or more people in this collision.
Yeah, Stacia, it does look fairly serious. We see some gurneys out. This is a broad look at what we're seeing right now. We're actually on the frontage road, and so we're looking over the accident. The cars themselves that were involved were not actually in the roads, but rather they've crashed into the overpass support structure. So about center right of your screen, you see the big concrete kind of wall. 2 cars are in that wall right now, and obviously you see quite a few paramedics, fire trucks. They've closed at least 1, if not 2 lanes of 35W here to try and address that. This is the most serious crash that we've seen so far, and as I mentioned, they have the stretchers out right now, so we do imagine that there are some injuries, though we don't yet know the severity. Of course, we've been driving around Tarrant County for quite some time today. And this is, of course, as bad as we've seen. There was a wreck earlier that cleared pretty quick, also on 35W. But as you mentioned, Stacia, if you're driving northbound right now in Fort Worth, it's going to take longer. And, of course, if you're going southbound, you're going to get the rubbernecking crowd. Guys?